Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels. Tonight, I'm alone. I'm solo. This is Lee, your host. Patty is with our daughter. They are actually watching a feature of the Twilight tonight. So you have me. And tonight's special guest, we have Chandler Maglish. Chandler Hotz, he travels the country to do paranormal investigations and makes awesome videos on YouTube. You can follow him on TikTok, also Facebook, Instagram. He's all over social media. So look forward to having him tonight. It's going to be awesome. And and then we are out of here next Tuesday. And so we will have no guests for a couple weeks, and I will be booking some guests. Yeah, guess what? It's getting close to Turkey Day, right? So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Let me get to the comments. Let me type in welcome. Hope everybody's had a great week. I do know this. Let me move this over here to my other screen. I do know this. That Halloween is this Friday, right? Halloween. Is everybody ready? I went out the other day, last week, and I bought Halloween candy, right? Crazy price, man. Crazy. Crazy price. Let me move my computer because I'm having some difficulties where I can't see with this laptop. Let me see. Kyle, welcome, buddy. How's it going? I'll see you in a couple weeks. We will be filming back again, November. We will be doing another episode of Entity Explorers. Look forward to that, sharing that with you guys. We'll be talking tonight. Chandler, how I met Chandler was on one of our videos, episodes on Entity Explorers. He will be, you'll see that on Halloween night at when we investigated Pine Lawn Manor. So it's gonna be a good time tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Guys, if you have any questions during the interview with Chandler, feel free to put them in the comments and we'll ask. And I'll ask him if that's okay, if he can answer some questions. Cool kid. I enjoyed investigating with him, and it's going to be awesome. Jake, what's up, my friend? Justin, what's up, buddy? Hey, Travis, what's going on, my friend? Liz, how are you? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Tonight, you guys, if you're just joining me, we have Chandler with Chandler Hotz. He's phenomenal. He'll be coming in here soon. Hello there, the Hernandez siblings. How's it going? Making sure I'm not missing anyone. Appreciate you guys joining. This is All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels. If you guys do not already, please go over to our YouTube channel, Paravisions Paranormal Society, and follow so you can see this show on the YouTube. It's Vizinz Paranormal Society. Also, while you're over on YouTube, go check out Chandler Hotz. Also, go subscribe to Entity Explorers so you can see all of our awesome investigations that we put out with other individuals that do paranormal that come along with us. It's all about para-unity. It's about having a good time, but doing some real shit, right? So, yeah. But thank you guys so much for let me do this. This person says, what do I do for a living? I hunt ghosts. That's what I do. I paranormal investigate. What about you? Guys, this is going to be a good show tonight. I'm going to move this over so it'll look like I'm actually looking away from the camera, which is good. Because I have to have my laptop up so I can get my camera. So it's good. But guys, anything you guys like to ask right now before Chandler gets in? We've got a few minutes. He's going to be chiming in here about 5 minutes. So I told you we're not going to have a show the next 2 weeks, right? Well, we are going to Aruba, and it's vacation time. So while it's cold here, I'm going to be in the 80 degrees, sunny beach and having a good time. The lady goes, do you go to haunted houses for you can find? We actually do paranormal investigations to where someone says that this location is haunted. We go in and we see what we gather. And we have fun doing it, and we are professional at doing our investigations. So yeah. Rebecca, how are you? And then come back to, yes, we're going to be coming back to cold. But guess what? We're coming back to the cold on the 12th. And then we are going to Middle Bass Island in Lake Erie on the 15th to do our next episode of Entity Explorers. So yes. Sorry, don't mean to make you scared. I wished I could, Jake, but I do pick up. A lot of us have the ability to feel, sense, being an empath. You all have the ability. Thanks, Justin. But my ability, I really don't express it a lot. I don't put myself out there as Lee, the medium. I don't promote myself like that. I don't go out and do readings. I don't do all of that stuff. I just do it for when we're investigating. That's when I like to do it. So it's fun. I'm doing fabulous. Thanks for coming in on Tuesday. Guys, you're going to have a good time here because tonight we have Chandler. Hello, Crystal. How are you tonight? Happy Tuesday, everyone. If you guys are on YouTube, please subscribe to Paravision's Paranormal Society so you can see these cool shows on Tuesdays. I've been doing podcasts now for 15 years. I used to have a podcast called Looking Into the Unknown. Now, the past year, actually, my wife and I decided to bring back All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels. So the graphic that you see with the headphones, that's my artistic side. So let's just go ahead, you guys. You guys ready to talk to Chandler? I'm just going to bring him on. Woo! How are you? What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you? Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm doing good, dude.
Good. I told people to, ask questions in the chat. We'll put them up on the screen and you can answer.
Nice.
Tonight, we're just going to have a good time, talk about what you do, some of your techniques, what you like to get into. Some of the stuff that we just did that's actually coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
The episode. And so let's see here. We've got a couple people. You're going to have, yes, we're going to have a blast. Paula Renee, Woot Chandler. Jake Chandler, what's up, dude?
What's up, everybody? Hello.
And so yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're just gonna chat about stuff that we love, and that's paranormal, right? So sorry I'm a little lagging there. Justin says, Chandler, what's up?
What up?
So what do you want to start with first? Let's just start a little bit about who you are, okay? What share a little background of who you are and what got you into chasing ghosts. And what got your adrenaline pumping to do that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, first, it all goes back to, I think my mom took me to a ghost adventure hunt thing that we did in Illinois, when I was 10 or 12 or something like that. and that was incredible. It was like the first time I've ever, experienced anything, and that was really awesome. It was a huge group of people, that went to this, and it was our first time. We had no idea what we were doing. We brought like a K2 meter and just a little voice recorder and hoped for the best. But ever since then, I've been like really into the paranormal and the ghosts and everything like that. But I never did anything until maybe a little over a year ago. Me and Paula, she's my girlfriend. She was watching some Sam and Colby and stuff like that on YouTube, just other paranormal investigators. And then we just started watching some more people, and we were like, hey, we could do this, because I have like a big social media background with doing magic tricks and things. So I was like, I could make videos for this. And so here we are. Now we're just traveling the country doing it.
And you guys wait till this episode comes out. You'll see one of his magic tricks at the intro.
Oh, yeah.
He walks out with Bubba After Dark. That was a fun night.
Yeah, I know you didn't see it because I was doing something in there without you at the time, but I did another magic trick at some point during the video too. So,
see, you guys will have to stay tuned and check it out.
Yeah.
So I follow you, on YouTube. I see you on TikTok, see you on Instagram, Facebook. You're out there doing your thing, man, and that's what I love. You have. Being an empath, you're not about an ego. You're about just having fun and investigating with everyone, right?
Yeah, I just love it.
Yeah, and that's what I love. I was watching. You were with some of your friends, and you guys were at a jail.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the activity was off the chain. And I saw you were doing an Estes session back inside this little like area, and what I was picking up at that time, man, I'm like, dude, if you could only just like put those glasses on where you can see the ghost. I felt many energies around you right there at that time. And it was that was a great video. So guys, go check him out. And what is your YouTube so they can go right now?
Thank you. Yeah, it's literally the name that I put down here. It's Chandler's Haunts on YouTube. So it's pretty simple to find. That's my name everywhere. So
I'm going to put that out there in the chat as well.
Thank you.
And all social media. So everybody. Okay, so Jake. See what Jake says?
Let me see. It's coming up on the big screen for a second. What's he say? Oh, it's really low. It's loading and lagging on my other screen. What's he say?
Okay, I peeped the Terrifier Universal Studios popcorn bucket in the back.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah. Good eye.
Yeah, that is cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
And I know Jake's got some questions for you. And I know one of his questions because I was talking to him today. And
bring him on.
He asks us every week for everyone. Yeah, so stay tuned. It's coming.
Okay.
So where are you heading to next? What's your next investigation?
Good question. So we actually just got back from an investigation at it's called the Al Ringling Mansion in Wisconsin. And so it's from the Circus Brothers, the ones that created the whole Al Ringling Circus.
Right.
And one of those guys had a huge mansion, and it's connected to a brewery now. And that thing was pretty wild. There was a lot of activity and a lot of really old pieces of history there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, Jake with his first question, he always asks us every week, you like me or Lee better? He always asks. And he goes, today he was like, I didn't even know the lady that was on the show last week, but I still ask.
What's the usual answer here?
Everybody has their ups and downs. He's just a nut.
Oh man.
Yeah. So he's just a nut. So he's not gonna answer you, Joe. What's up, Mike? How's it going, buddy? All right, look at that. Southern Ohio Paranormal Society subscribe to your YouTube.
Hey, let's go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Great guys. They're not far from me, about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nice.
Firefighters.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So they come in with that perspective, right? Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, man.
Someone from YouTube says ghost. Yikes! And a lady
Man,
earlier, ghosts scare me. I was like, oh,
speaking
stick
of
around.
the firefighters, there was an investigation. Me and I think it was just me and Paula. We went to the Madison Seminary,
Yeah,
or no, this was actually in the Fairfield one. If you
the
know
Fairfoot
Adam,
Infirmary.
the
Yeah,
yep, it was at his location. It was during the winter, and it was so crazy. I did a magic trick upstairs in the very top, right, the top floor of the attic area, and I did this magic trick for the kids that were supposed to be up there that we were talking to that we
right.
thought we were speaking with. And then they said that they were going to flash the lights for us. And we were like, oh, that'd be pretty funny. Do it. Go ahead. And then all of a sudden, not even maybe 30 seconds later, the fire alarms go off in the building.
Oh wow.
And there was like 6 fire trucks that showed up, police, all these different, escorting vehicles came to basically kick us out for a little while so they could do their rounds. And we left a camera up there in the very top floor, just a night vision camera, and we caught them
Right.
on camera, just like saying how creepy it was and stuff in there. And it was
Wow.
at like 3 in the morning, so they were like terrified to go in there. So it would have been pretty cool if it was those guys, though. That would have been awesome.
Heck yeah. Yeah,
They could have stayed and investigated.
they're awesome. They are actually with Austin Maynard. They help the underground. They're at the Broadwell Funeral Home in Felicity, Ohio.
Right, right.
So they're the guys that's helping out there.
Nice.
And so great guys. We got to investigate with them there at the funeral home, and it was fun. Amy says, "Hey boys."
What's up, Amy? How's it going?
And Crystal says, "Can't stay, but I'll catch the rewatch. Have a good night and good show." Thanks, Crystal.
Nice.
This person said, "I just peed a little," about the one that said about ghosts. I'm trying to get everybody's stuff up there. And she said,
Nice.
"That was so wild, Paula." Paula's your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you mentioned her name. And yeah, so, you doing that magic trick, that was probably something that really got the energy spiked,
Yeah.
And instead of just sitting there, and you're like, well, what, because a lot of investigating, people go in and they want to, this is what I think. People hear the stories, right? And they go by the story, and they're all, this person, even if they did something bad, they still was a human being. They were someone's child. They were someone's probably parent.
Right.
They had stuff that they love to do other than, let's say if we're trying to talk to Ed Gein, everybody wants to talk about, why did you do what you did?
Yeah.
But you going outside of the box to do a trick like that probably made their day.
Yeah, right. That's like what we started doing. We wanted to be different and try to get more activity from doing different stuff. And so
Right.
me being a magician background, I was like, we could just do magic tricks at these places and maybe spike up the spirits to have a little more fun with us and, be a little more creative that way. And then actually adding on to that, we've been doing, I don't know if you've seen some of the spooky white girl music videos I've been doing.
Right. I love those.
But yeah, we go around playing some just random music sometimes at the locations just to warm them up. And man, you'd be surprised what changes in there afterwards. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Just have fun, to bring back something that they love, if it's dancing, if it's singing, if it's just whatever, just have it goofing off.
Yeah.
Paula says that was the scariest moment ever. Haha, no clue why it was going off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They told us they had no idea why it even went off. They said the sensor was just fine and everything. There's no reason.
When I was there back last summer, I had to, because I do fire. It's my full-time job. And fire safety. So I was like, I fixed the fire alarm at the time. But since it's not, they need to just take it out.
Yeah.
So you don't have those issues.
Yeah.
Justin says, "Oh yeah, we would have tried to stay and investigate with y'all. There are some places we see sometimes on duty that we're like, that would be so awesome to investigate." LOL.
I bet.
Yes. We always have that. Even though it's like going to the movie theater and you're getting ready to watch. Like recently, we went to see the new The Conjuring. And then, as you're sitting there, you're seeing all these movies, and thank God I have my phone so I can go into my notes and document this, because it's always like, do you remember that movie? Was that the preview? No, I don't remember.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, Amy's so sweet. She says, love your faces.
Nice. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, and the person says, I have to go, but I'll subscribe. See ya. See ya. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Follow the magic tricks, and the music definitely puts energy out there instead of trying to always take their bingo. She nailed it, right? What she said at the end, trying to take theirs, because you're trying to give them the energy to communicate, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so hard. So, like I tell people, this is my 30th year in the paranormal. And, I've had people tag along that wanted to get involved to do paranormal investigating, and from way back. And I'm like, guys, it's like fishing. You have to patience, right? And you're not going to get anything on a dime. And, you got to give it a little bit of time. There was this group of guys that wanted to start a team, and really nice guys. They went out and bought some equipment, asked what I had, and where did you get it? I gave them the websites or the person that builds it. And they just wasn't given enough time for audio. So they handed me their recorders one night, because I used to run a location here in Middletown, Ohio called the Sorg Opera House. And they came in one night and they started to investigate. They come over to my office, because I had an office in there. And they're like, hey, do you have your equipment here? I was like, yeah. So a bunch of us gave our equipment to them, says, go use it. They came back with nothing. So when they left their voice recorders, they was like, can you go over and see if we got anything? Oh my God, the Class A EVPs that they weren't really paying attention to.
Yeah.
Like, like you're walking down a hallway and somebody goes, hey, Chandler.
Right.
But they weren't focusing on that. I don't know what they were trying to hear. But I'm like, we're going through this, and there's just me and another guy, and we're just like jumping up and down, like these EVPs are just phenomenal off this recorder. And so they came in, and they're like, oh, we're just about to give up on paranormal. I was like, well, hold up, listen to this. And I didn't tell them it was their recorder. I just said, listen, what do you hear? And I said, one more time. And then they got close, and they was like, that's really good. I said, now let me rewind farther. Tell me whose voice is asking the question. Oh, that's our recorder. Yeah, right? So take time, patience.
Yeah, definitely. And I think over the time of doing it, like over the year, it's gotten so much easier to hear things and just be on alert for like what to hear, Right. I think with experience, it just comes like that.
Justin asked, that's a great point. Do you think music from that era may help the spirits want to interact?
Yeah, I would 100% say that. We had, there's a video coming out really soon. It's the next video coming up. It's, we went to the Victorian Mansion, the Gibson Victorian down there in Sumner.
Right. Yeah.
And so we were kind of, it was like a dry spell for the first hour or so. And then we were like trying to do our own music, and it wasn't really doing anything. But then we brought out some like 40s and 50s style music, and it started to pick up. We were like, wow, okay. So
yeah, you got to think, when that house was booming, think of the parties they would have and the music playing and cocktails flowing and
exactly. Yep. So yeah, you're 100% right.
We have tried that at a location where we played 80s music to try to get them warmed up. LOL. There you go. Throw some Michael Jackson out there, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, you do.
Because usually when we're not it's like that moment where you're just like, you need a break, but we just get off of investigating. We're sitting there around and wherever we are, in a big building or far apart, and we're just talking. And we always go to one topic, and that one topic is food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, quit talking about food, because here in the next 30 minutes, all of our bellies are going to be growling, and we're going to be like, who was that? What was that?
Yeah, you're like, sorry, that was me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my belly. Because Jake did that one on our first episode at his place up in Clyde, which you saw on the episode. Dude, I'm going to describe this. I'm on the one side of that desk. Mandy from Ghost Sisters is right by me. Jake is
Mm-hmm.
filming at the door right at us. McKenna, she was on the side. And we're just doing EVP sessions. And all of a
Yeah.
sudden it goes, well, I heard that, man, and I really literally wanted to jump over that desk and get out
Right.
of that room. And Jake was telling me, because I didn't really hear him, but he goes, that was my belly. But I didn't hear that because I was still into that moment of that.
Yeah.
Because at that time we were getting things, because Mandy is a medium.
Yeah.
And Leah's scared. What did he say? Leah's scared of me is what he's saying. Pretty much. See, my stomach does that without talking about food. I don't know how many times we caught it out during EVPs. And this is something else that we all do. Before an investigation, we always want to get it all together and have dinner or something, right?
Yeah.
And some of our dinners end up in Mexican restaurants, and I'm like, this is bad.
Could be worse than starving. I don't know.
Right. That's the thing. I don't know. It's my belly. Okay. But you know what, though, when you're in the moment, like with Jake, I was just like, literally I was in the mode to run.
Mm-hmm.
Something was telling, and yeah, his building, if you have not been up there, you need to go check out his building. He would love to have you, I'm sure. That is a cool building, and a lot of energy. You was at the jail there, and I was watching that video just the other day, and that's the kind of attic that I was in up there in his place. I was in this like little tiny closet. It was like you go up, and it's just like a little small dwarf door, and I got in there, but it opens up. You can stand up. And so, yeah, we do some of those crazy things, which you saw when we were out doing Entity Explorers.
Yeah.
And what did you think about that night?
I thought it was really good. I mean, energy-wise, and like just the whole vibe of the night. I mean, I've already been to Pineline before that, and it was, I already knew what we were getting into. So,
and that building, I tell you what, guys, if you've not been and you've seen pictures, you need to get a hold of Anthony and you need to go. You need to schedule a night, because when you pull off of the main road, it's a small little town.
Yeah.
And you're almost to the stop sign, you'll look and see there's two buildings. And it's just got that vibe of like, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Just like I shared in the episode, just that you guys seen last week, walking across from the manor to the rehab, I feel like that is a portal. And Bubba goes, you are on it, because he says, when I leave one to go to the other, and that guy investigates all alone all the time. And I'm just like,
yeah.
there's some levels that I do, but then there's some that I don't.
Oh, yeah. I think that rehab center is definitely like, man, that place is crazy.
That rehab is, yeah. Kyle, I definitely going to have him on the show. That's a good point. Kyle helps me out. Hey, get this guy, get that one. But yeah, the night when we were there, you guys are, because we didn't. This episode coming up is with Chandler and Bubba After Dark, and this is the rehab.
Yeah.
This is where the night literally takes a turn. It shifts. The energy shifts. You guys will see it Friday night. We'll go to YouTube, Entity Explorers. That place. Whew.
Yeah, some crazy stuff went down.
Jake says rehab center is otherworldly active. You aren't kidding, dude. And what blows me away is what you're going to see. This is a triple Estes session in this episode. And just listening to them correspond with each other. And we had them all gapped. And they're not even near each other.
Yeah.
And when we were standing there, our jaws were hitting the floor. Like, okay, wait, Chandler's answering Bubba. Bubba's answering Carlo. This is dude. I want to give it, but you guys don't. This is something you guys will love.
Yeah.
Just giving me goosebumps just thinking about it, because that night, so much stuff happened. What we caught was just phenomenal. Bubba has this, his little nun,
Oh yeah.
which is haunted, and he has it on that REM pod.
Yeah.
And I did not know anything about it, but when we walk in, he had it sitting there on that gurney, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, there's energy on that. And Carlo goes, you think so? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, that's Bubba's. So I I was like, man, I said, dude, where did you get that? And he goes, that is really haunted. And I was like, no shit. And I was like, you got it in this atmosphere, right? Oh man. And I was worried about that. So you guys will see some of that in the episode.
Yeah.
Like Jake said, it's something people will have to watch multiple times to realize how good the Triple Estes was. Right.
Yeah. It's just so crazy.
Yeah, that place was, I've never investigated. Now, back at the beginning of the year, Carlo and I and Patty, we went there to meet Anthony to look at the buildings. And because we were thinking of doing some kind of event there.
Oh, okay.
So it's still not washed away. We still may do something there next year.
Nice.
Cool. That'd be a cool place for an event. And then, then he showed us over at the house. So we helped him rename the house to the Gibson Victorian.
Nice.
Because he had it as the Gibson House. And so, we were all in there that day, and our energy, he goes, man, you guys are just some great people. And I was like, well, we've been doing this for so long, Carlo and I was like, we're just, helping you promote your building, what you need to do. And I know now he's putting a lot of time and repairs into the pine lawn and
with all the roofing and stuff.
The roofing, the leaks and all that. And you know what that's going to do, guys, for all the ones that's watching that may not be into paranormal, but when they're doing repairs and then you go and investigate, that's the oh shit moments.
Yeah, it's gonna spice it up in there.
It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. So what got you into wanting to go out? Because I know like you have a huge following on your social medias, and your energy is just great. Because Patty and I were just like, when we wanted to get you on the show, and we said, hey, we need to get together and do some investigating. Because we're just here in Ohio. Yeah. And you're in Indiana, right?
Yep.
See, so we're right next door to each other. And I was just in Indiana today. I was in Mooresville and Avon.
Nice.
So, for work. And so I was like, this guy, his investigations, I love, the energy he brings into the atmosphere. That alone, Chandler, brings out the spirits, I think. If you go in with not the Zach Bagans mode, because who wants to talk to someone like that?
Yeah. I think a lot of it
to be all hardcore, right?
Yeah.
It's about the energy. It's about how you talk and present yourself. Because if I walked into a room and I came in like, everybody's shoulders are going to get up and their chests are going to get puffed, then they're not going to talk to me. They want to beat me up. But if I want to just have their attention and have a good time, just like I tell people at work, if you sit by me during a meeting, that's a bad decision. If you're trying to be serious sitting by me, you picked the wrong person. But there's a time to be serious and there's a time to have fun.
Right. Oh,
and I get that a lot. What I want to ask you, do you have a certain tool that you like to use in the paranormal?
A certain tool? I mean, I'd say like my favorite piece of investigation. I know a lot of people don't care for the flashlights very much, the twist top flashlights.
Yeah, the little mag
Um,
lights.
yeah, I really really like those, and for I'd say 99% of the time, it's like spot on with how it reacts with me. I
Right.
don't know why, but it's not just like a random turn on and turn off. It's like right when the questions are asked type of a thing. So that's just like for me in my mind, it's like it's hard to beat. But and it's so cheap to get, so you don't need to go out and get this expensive
No.
stuff when you have that.
Right.
But also just sitting in a freaking room, man, just sitting there and listening. I just love to like hear all the knocking and just like ask them to knock
Right.
too.
See,
Um,
Paula says the flashlights love them. Love
yeah, yeah, yeah. Paula is very empathic and can like, she can see a lot more than me. So she's really great to have in the investigations because like she can feel the energy, whereas I'm
right.
just like the happy guy in there. I'm hanging out, but she can actually feel all that
Right. So
energy.
so
So
on that flashlight, at first I was like, okay, it's a flashlight that you're twisting to barely, to turn on and off, right?
right. Mm-hmm.
So, but I was in a session with a guy, and everybody knows this guy. Everybody knows Ben Hansen, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were in Gettysburg, and it was a paranormal event. God, this has been
Mm-hmm.
2012, and they wanted us, my team, and Ben Hansen to take a group to the General Lee's headquarters, which is no longer there anymore.
Mm.
And so we're in one of the buildings, which was a barn, and it was used during Civil War for a nurse hospital station.
Gotcha.
And he set that up, and I'm like, okay, you're not on TV. You don't need people's. And this is what I was thinking prior.
Uh-huh.
They already love you. You don't need to put this on to promote. We're not. There's no cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts talking like a lot of people just don't really get into this. But he says, what I ask, and like you, it works with you,
Mm-hmm.
is how he was doing it and asking questions. He would go, okay, dim it, low dim, and then real bright when I say go. And I was like, okay, dude, do that again. So I'm standing there, and I could feel the energy changing around everyone, like somebody was
Mm.
walking literally around us. And it
Uh-huh.
on command, those things. And I was like, do you have a remote in your hand?
Right.
Do you have anything on? Is there a magnet and you have another one and then you're just doing something? No.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I love to investigate with other people because they use a piece of equipment different than how you use it
you're right.
and how to approach it different. That's what I love.
Yeah, exactly. And I got my friend, he comes with to investigations as well, and he's an electrical engineer, so he was real skeptical of the flashlights at first. And then he's like, they just work too perfect. I don't get it.
Right. And Southern Ohio Paranormal Society, as we were talking about, the renovating and stuff, they're working on the funeral home there at Broadwell, and
Yeah.
they were getting some activity upstairs because they were doing some drywall work, painting.
We had a great investigation there. We loved it.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Jay goes, I love them. Debunkers don't seem to be fans, though. Who cares?
Yeah, they don't.
Who's the debunkers? Those are the people that just don't have fun.
Yeah, right.
And Kyle goes, I love my mag lights.
Yeah.
Southern Ohio says, Lee, you have an amazing energy. We loved it when you helped us out because how excited you still got over some of our evidence we was getting. Yeah, absolutely. Because I love to hear. I don't have an ego being in this field for so long. I've done TV shows. I've done that, but that's not. I want to learn from everyone.
Yeah.
And I still learn. So, it's like, I don't care if I really, even when they do some of our stuff, it's like local areas, historic societies from professional investigators. No, quit saying that. I tell them, I was like, would you please take those words off? Just say that I do it in a professional way.
All right.
Like presenting to people. Because paranormal is not a proven science. How do we know we're doing it professional? Maybe we need to be doing it like with magic tricks, upside down. Who knows? We don't know. Or wait. something I just heard on the radio today, and you guys have all heard it. The kids are doing this 6-7 with the juggling.
Yep.
Yeah, like so. The guy I was listening to, Howard Stern. I was listening to him this morning. He said some of the teachers they were talking to is like, oh my God, every time we mention 6 or 7, the kids get distracted. And they're like, 6 or 7. And I'm like, okay. So, and then the thing is that maybe is that a code from an alien? Because they're like, we don't get it. We don't get it. But it's a little fad that they're going through. But what's the purpose? I know it's in like a music video.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like representing something from Philly, like 6-7 or something, the street that he was from.
Yeah. But
I'm like, okay, I still don't get it.
Yeah, man. Imagine 100 years from now, if we say 6 or 7 during that Estes or something, then it could trigger something. Who knows?
Right. Bob says world-class places, great marching bands there. I'm trying to catch up. Does the flashlight turn off automatically on a timer? I know a couple tubers that have ones that do.
Interesting.
I've never seen one of those.
I haven't either. And no, mine are just regular, just whatever you can buy from Amazon or whatever it is. Right.
There's little tiny black ones. I've got one that I carry. That's the only little flashlight when I'm investigating because it's so bright. Change the batteries, boom, it'll light the whole room up.
Yeah, right.
He says, I won't name him here. I'll tell you in person. Bob's a good friend. You know who Bob, right? Have you been to any stop properties like Randolph County?
I went to the mansion and the prison. Yep.
Okay. So Bob is a tour guide for them. He works helping them out.
Awesome.
Broadwell. Paula said we love Broadwell. Me too, Bob. Facts. Talking about some of the stuff we were just talking about because I didn't even know. It was probably Bigfoot. Yes. Activity off the charts due to saying 6-7. I don't get it. And Jake goes, Chandler, that's a great idea. I can't wait to mess with these darn kids.
Oh yeah.
So what I wanted to ask you next, so what's your beliefs into like crypt, UFOs, things like that?
Yeah, I think anything's possible, to be honest with you. We're out here looking for ghosts.
What's the difference in
possible?
Right.
Yeah. If we're doing this, what's it to say that something else isn't real, If there's no proof that it's not real, then I don't know what to tell you. Right.
Hello, Project L&M. And Bob said, Bigfoot is my cousin. Sasquatch is mine. I have a good friend here. A lot of people know him. He's out of Cincinnati. Jody Cook. He does Bigfoot, Grassman, Dogman. He's got the Dogman Project, Northern. He's big into that. And he's asked me in the past to go to several locations he goes, I've got an idea. He says, we are out there, investigating like you guys are for ghosts, but we're doing for Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever it is, Grassman, Wolfman, Dogman, whatever. And we would love for you guys to sit in the woods and collect data through EVP. Real time. And I'm like, you got it. So we went to Salt Fork here in Ohio. And then as we're getting ready, he's talking about these stories, man. And I'm like, hold up, bud. I says, you know what? I says, I just thought about this. You're trying to use me as bait. I was like, because you want me to go up there in the woods, up on that hillside, and bring you audio. He goes, well, I never thought about it that way, Lee. But he says, I was like, no, what? You know what? You have to step outside the box. So me and another guy on my team, we actually did go up, and we were pretty much apart from it, probably 80 yards from each other. And some of the stuff, dude, I was using a parabolic connected to my recorder and headphones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was doing just regular real time. And it got to the point to where the sun was going down. And we were facing downhill where Jody was and some other guys.
Uh-huh.
And what we heard behind us up on top was just phenomenal. We come over to each other and we're like, dude, we need to get out of here. We'll never be able to chase ghosts, hunt ghosts ever again. We come down, we got some of the footage on our recorder that he has. Oh my God, dude, this sound. And I'm like, what is behind us? So we went back to where because they were having a Bigfoot event there.
Uh-huh.
And we looked at the map. Behind us is nothing but swamp area.
Oh man.
So I'm like, well, that's the perfect area for this stuff, dude. I was like, they're going to stay around water, right? Because that's where they get their supply, their food. Because that's where they're going to grab their food because they're going to be right by the water. Bob says, real and not real is typically an open debate. Bingo. It's like open and close.
Yeah.
Dog treats attract dog man, right? I don't know.
Well, so when you guys got back there, did you just send the whole squad over there?
Well, so we go back down the hill and we're standing there by the trucks and everything. And, they're in camo. They're ready to go. And they've got their thermals and all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, me and my buddy, we're in black because that's what we do.
Yeah.
So we start walking up the hill afterwards and they're like, well, I don't know. They literally did not follow us up. If Jody was on here, he would tell you. I had him on the show about a month or two ago. I was like, you remember that dude? I said, who had the bigger balls? I thought somebody that chased Bigfoot had bigger balls than someone that chased a ghost. I always give him a hard time. But he comes up. So we did have a right here near me. It's Germantown, Ohio. It's probably about 25 minutes from here north. There was been a couple farmers and some people going by or riding their bikes have witnessed this thing that looks like Dog Man. So he's been out there doing a lot of research, talking to people, doing some molds of some weird footprints in the dirt.
Oh, yeah?
Along the hillside beside Great Miami River. Crazy stuff. So, yeah, I'm fascinated with all walks of paranormal.
Yeah.
Because aliens, I believe. Because during COVID, I don't know how many people did not see this. During COVID, if you watch the news, because they were talking about COVID, and then, of course, how the Democrats didn't like the Republicans and Trump and this and that. And but in the middle of all of those, it's like our fingers, they were talking about UFOs, military. They were releasing audio. They were releasing videos.
Right.
And nobody really seemed to pay attention, but the people like us, they're like, heck yeah, they're finally releasing some of this stuff. We knew it was real, man. And now you can just go onto YouTube and just look up like just regular airlines in the air and they would spot things. And before it was hush hush. Now it's just like, no, let's discuss this. And I've seen this video, and I don't know if you ever looked up this video where this fishermen were out. It was out Alaska area in the ocean, and this one boat, and I was like, is it AI? I don't know, man. Is it a real? But people have said that this thing comes out of the water and shoots straight up in the sky. Yeah, have you seen any of that?
I've seen some like that. I don't know if I saw the one that you're talking about, but
I'm like, oh my God, is this for real? I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it because I'm like, I know we're not the only human beings,
right,
or whatever you want to call us, out there in this universe, this galaxy. There has to be other forms of life.
Yeah. I mean, especially like if you think about the ocean, we haven't even explored like any of it. So I mean, who knows what's down there?
What's down in there, right? Yeah. And where's these ships coming out of the water? There got to be something cool down there.
Yeah, we need to go check it out. Let's do it.
Oh, here Bob says swamp apes. Ooh, I've never heard of that. But that don't sound cool. I wouldn't want to run across one of those.
Nope, not alone.
Yeah, they had M4 rifles, more like they had their shoes and they were in their trucks. They didn't really go with us up the hill. Let's go check it out. We are connected on a different level. I trust you. Do you trust me? Absolutely. Canadian geese. They're absolutely. I was actually in a plane one time when our airline, we were in Delta and it hit one.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it was just like turbulence for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it was like, and a lot of people go, "We saw that. It was a bird."
Oh my God. Yikes.
Bob, I'm from deep in the ocean. Yeah, but because if you're online, because I love to do research and stuff, like on marine biologist stuff, they're always finding some kind of new species.
Yeah, right.
As they go farther down in, as the equipment, the technology's changing to where now man can go deeper.
Yeah.
There is so much under there, way down there, that we don't even know what's there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so if they think the alligator from back in the days, I'd say there's a lot more down in there, dude. Could you imagine going down and something brushing your legs as you was, oh God.
Oh no, I'd be out of there. That'd be it.
You're right. Right. That would scare me to death. Yeah. So whenever major event occur worldwide, pay attention to the government. That's when they will release what is true and what they didn't want the public to know, because they're switching everything to you to focus on one thing. That's COVID, or it's politics, or whatever the trend is that they need. Like right now, the government shutdown. They're always putting you towards something to where you're not really paying attention, because then that's when things really release.
Well, let's just hope for some more UFO stuff, huh?
Yeah, because it is coming out left and right. And I go into Wright Pat Air Force Base for work, and I've asked some of those civilians, I've asked some military people. I'm like, because they always call me Ghost Guy. When I come in to do fire stuff, demonstrations, trainings, they always bring it up. So I'm like, okay, I put my hands on the desk and I'm like, tell me something. And he's like, we know what you're going to ask. I was like, tell me that Wright Pat Air Force Base does not have a hangar where back in the 50s they had supposedly an alien in there that went out to Area 51. And one guy, they were looking at each other. Now, these are high command guys, older guys. And they's like, we can't say yes, and we're not going to say no.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, so, okay. Now, and then there's a lot of people that believe, listening to some of these podcasts when I'm driving about, the UFOs and stuff like that. Ben Hansen, about eventually they're going, like they're observing us because maybe they created us. Who knows? And they're, and as we're getting more in depth into technology, this is just me thinking out loud.
Yeah.
That's probably why we're seeing more of this. Because it's like, where are we coming up with all of this technology?
Right.
Where did the military get this technology? Just like they're saying now. Stuff that we're seeing now has been out for 20, 30 years with the military. Just like in the fire field. Certain types of fire extinguishers weren't released to the public and to use in restaurants and businesses. But militaries had them for many, many, many years.
Interesting.
So it's just like they probably get a black flag on my YouTube video when this is released.
Oh man.
Let's see what it is. Oh, Bob says Canadian geese aren't birds, they're rats. Only about 5% of the ocean has been. See, bingo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is just nuts. I don't want to be one of the people to go down.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Someone else can do it, but
I just want to see what you capture.
Yeah.
But it is true. But it just makes you scratch your head and you go, wow, all of this. Yeah, just right there. Put our tinfoil hats on. Because I feel like, like a lot of like fashions and everything loops back, right?
Hmm.
a lot of everything, like furniture, everybody, all that stuff comes back.
Yeah.
Just like the movie Signs. I mean, come on, dude, really? That
Yeah.
may happen one day, to
Hmm.
where they're like, okay, we've had enough. We're going to step out of this ship. I mean, we had ET back in the day.
Yeah.
And you think about it, who came up with this idea of let's make these things with big heads, big crazy eyes,
Yeah.
with skinny long fingers, and every I'm like, who came up with the idea?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just hope if they do come, they're nice,
Yeah, and then you're looking back some of the stuff from Area 51, right? And I would love to go. I was
Mm.
watching Project Fear when they
Oh
back over
yeah.
the summer they did their videos there. That would be
Hmm.
so awesome just to hang out and just camp at night and just watch. And
Yeah.
then you're seeing those white trucks just facing you, and they're just waiting for you to cross that line. Go ahead. I
Yeah. Right.
had a friend that was stationed. There's an Air Force base right there,
Mm.
and he said that they mean business. So if
Yeah.
you cross that line, they don't have to tell you; they will shoot you.
Jeez.
And I'm like, that is just nuts.
Yeah.
What does Bob say here? But are we reality or are we living a dream? Okay, that I'm gonna keep that up there because here's why. That makes sense, and Bob knows what I'm going to say, and everybody that's investigated with me, and I think I've shared with you, Chan.
Hmm.
When I'm investigating and I'm running any like the PSP 7 or the PSP 11, my portal box, Geoport, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm picking up these conversations like they can hear us quiet. So it's like the movie The
Mm.
Others.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Are we dead?
Hmm.
Because then if you think about it, what you learn in church is like, oh, when you pass away, that's a celebration. So what you're trying to
Right.
tell me right now is I'm living on earth and I'm dead until I cross over, then I'm alive.
Mm.
And then now I'm seeing it into investigations, and it's sort of creepy
Yeah.
because I pick up a lot of that. And
Hmm.
ask Patty, on their way home from investigations or the next day, I'm just like, my mind can't get off my mind because I'm constantly thinking, why am I picking that stuff up like that? Like,
Right.
I mean, I've got
Yeah.
EVPs of that. I'm like I walked into a room, I forget where we were, and you hear her. She goes, "Shh, they're walking in." And I'm like,
Hmm.
what
Yeah.
the hell? And then you
Yeah.
hear these people, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's so much different talk about like different dimensions and stuff, possibly, like
Right,
Lauren Hauntz, if you know who she is, she like
right,
works with
right.
all that stuff. Like, yeah, it's crazy to hear her talk about it.
Yeah, she is that Lauren Hellickson?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, because I love her equipment. I've got
Oh yeah.
almost every one of her devices.
Nice. Yeah.
Bob says, "You remember the movie The Blob?" Of course. I'm wearing Kevlar. Watch tonight after midnight. This YouTube is going to be banned. Just like on YouTube, where it says if you put, I mean, on TikTok, if you put a video or something on, is you can see it, but everybody else can, or something like that.
Right.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's like Facebook just a month ago. I got this message one day that they deleted a video on my
Mm.
page from 2022,
Oh man.
because they said that it had something to do with um, harming children. And this video was a meme that I was from Facebook that I shared. And
Hmm.
I hit the button. Yes, I want to peel this. And I got a message back 5 minutes later. Sorry, they were blaming it now on they had a hiccup and they looked it over and it really had nothing to do with kids. And I'm like, oh, so that's how you get rid of people's stuff because you have nothing better to do. Yeah.
Yeah, the algorithms are so weird. They're changing like every day. It's crazy.
Right. So Southern Ohio Paranormal Society said, so Chandler, what drawn you into the paranormal? And I don't think he was in here when you first
Hmm.
mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, it was my mom bringing me to an investigation when I was little, and like 10 or 12 or something like that. And then we just, ever since then, I've been really into it. So, but I do want to say that there was like a time where we just started, right? We just started investigating. It was like right at the beginning, and me and my friend, we were at just a cemetery just to try to use some of the equipment that we've never used before. And it was like 60 or 70 degrees out, and then all of a sudden it got so cold we could see our breath, and it was like our equipment was going off like crazy. We were like, whoa, this is kind of crazy right now. That was kind of like what, like, boom, and we were kind of like
And then you're like, okay, we're not alone in this building.
yeah, it was wild. Yeah, that
Right.
was
Now
crazy.
I have a couple other questions. I know we're at 9, but I'm just gonna go a few more minutes if
Yeah,
it's
go for
okay
it.
with you.
Yeah.
What's your take on cemeteries?
Hmm. A lot of people ask me like if I think that the spirits can move on or if they can move different locations and stuff like
Right.
that. With the cemeteries, I feel like sometimes maybe that's the last place that they saw their loved ones, even as a spirit, like they saw them all gather there together, and
Right.
maybe they feel like they're going to come back and visit them, so they want to stay there.
Right.
Because I don't know if they feel like they can go with them and follow them around.
Right.
So I feel like, they're just there. I think they're just
Yeah.
waiting for their family or something if they're there,
Right.
you know?
Because that was the last place that everybody, that their friends, their family, people, their
Right.
acquaintances, that gathered when they put their body in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to go buy a Tesla or borrow one so I can get into that mode to drive
Oh
through
yeah.
to see if I've been watching some of those videos, and I'm like, man, if that is real, I need that car just for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I think unfortunately they like tweaked it or something to make it less like happening less because people were getting freaked out. But
Really? Oh
yeah, but
man.
when I saw that, I was like, man, that would be so cool to just take it and drive it around.
Okay, so Jake asked the question. It's a good one for you. Chandler, what's your scariest experience to date so far?
Oh man. Yeah,
Putting
there's been a bunch of them. Well, back when we first kind of started, I tell a story to people just whenever they ask about this question. It was like maybe our third investigation that we ever did for like camera type stuff. And so we were at the Whispers Estate. I'm sure you guys have heard of it down here in
good
Indiana.
place. Yeah.
We were there, and it was just me and Paula, and she was doing an Essa session inside of the mirror room, with all the mirrors
At
just
the top of the
covered around.
steps to the left there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. And so we were doing just a session in there, just talking and things, and then she was kind of spitting out whatever she heard, and all of a sudden my REM pod started like heating up. It was like it's getting hot in here. And so I was like, okay, hello, thank you for coming in. And then all of a sudden I looked to my left in that room next to it. It's like the heart room or whatever it
Right.
is.
The red. It's got a weird
Right.
vibe in there.
Yeah. And so I was like, kind of myself out there, just talking to whoever. And I saw something crawling on the ceiling towards me. And I like blinked a couple times. I freaked out a little bit. I was like, did I really just see that? And I was like, what did I just see? And then I just said it out loud. And all of a sudden, Paula says, the devil. And I was like, whoa, okay, all right, let's calm down here.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
calm
just
down.
slow down. Well, one
No,
night we were in there, and
uh-huh.
the room to. So when you go up the steps, you got the mirrored room, and then that room to that. But across, and you go down the little steps, and they've got a
Yeah.
table and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
We were with Josh and Megan with FHT
Right.
Paranormal, and
Gotcha.
me and Patty, Bob and Denise,
Mm-hmm.
and Josh Mills. He wears a GoPro on his chest to
Oh,
capture
okay.
things,
Yeah.
and all of everybody around it, their feet were crossed but under the chair. No
Mm.
knees, nothing near it. There was a
Mm-hmm.
Ouija board on the table, and we thought the table moved. So he made a video,
Uh-huh.
and he gets with me the next morning early, and he goes, "Dude, you got to watch this. This is
Oh
from my."
yeah.
The table did move. It lifted up and turned.
Man,
I'm like, dude, that place is
that is crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
yeah, I'm not saying the devil's in there. I'm just saying that whatever's in there tries to freak you out?
Right. Bob says it. Whispers is cool. It is a cool place.
It is awesome.
So yeah, so that building, right there. Now I did not go into the mirrored room by myself. Being an empath, I just was like, no way.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be like sucked into the portal, going right into the mirror, never coming
Mm.
back. sort of
Yeah.
like Poltergeist on the TV, but I'm not coming out of the TV.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what police body cam Josh. Yeah, that's what it is. He bought them off of Amazon. He said, dude, you get the harness and it's a little.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to worry. He says, I'm thinking about buying one for my back as well. So when I'm investigating.
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool.
So I'm like, why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you're not, how we take time to set a camera up on a tripod. And if the spirit's there, they don't want to be seen. They're going to hide. They're like, nope, we're not getting in front of that.
Right.
But if you go in with that stuff already on, because we did that one time here in Fort Ancient, which is there was a building called Cross Key Taverns, and it was an old tavern. And now the Camp Kern, they own it, and they use the building as an office for their zip lining. And they called us in to investigate the building because they said when people come in, even workers, they don't want to stay in there because it's usually the younger kids. They're like, they don't like to stay in the building. So we're like, sure, we'll come out. So it was super cold when we're there. But I was like, guys, let's do something different. Let's turn on the equipment and go in with it on. So we did. And I set a recorder on top of the mantle, this big fireplace, and that's where the bar used to sit when it was a tavern. Jim, he's setting up a camera on a tripod upstairs, and he's going up the steps real close to the mantle. And we all go towards the back side of the first floor. And, dude, I got this Class A EVP of this German kid going, it's the only side. There was no kid with us. So when we got done investigating, it was like 1 a.m. So it's only like 40-minute drive. So I drove up, and I was like, I'm going over everything.
Yeah.
And so, oh, my God, I was so excited. And then I threw my headphones off like, holy crap.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Yeah, like, that's awesome.
And what it was is you could hear Patty and Jim talking in the background. And they're talking about ghosts, how they can hear and see things. And then all of a sudden, as Jim's walking up the steps, you can hear his feet going up. This little boy just comes across. You can tell he's German. He goes, it's the only side. And I'm like,
what?
Whoa.
Oh, man, that's crazy. So weird.
So, what did he say here? Hold on. I did. I fell in love with me. Bob. But Josh, he said Josh, and I was reading it. Chandler, I appreciate you coming on, dude. It's been a great time. Appreciate you coming on and doing this, and I want to have you come back on. Next time, I'd like to have you and Paula come on, and let's hear some of your guys' stories.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
She just chimed in, said, I love the mirror rooms. See, I'm a little terrified doing it because of my energy, and I feel like I can open myself up too much. And I don't want to do that. Better not.
I get that.
Yeah. So I better not do that. So I'll let other people do it all day.
Well, man, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy Halloween to you. And great journeys, your next investigation, wherever you're going.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to put in here real quick. Go check out Chandler's Haunts.
Yep. I think we'll be live a couple days around Halloween. So
I'm going to say on all social media.
Nice.
Here, look. Southern Ohio Paranormal Society said if you ever want to come back to the Broadwell, hit us up.
Nice.
We'd be down for a collab. So there you go.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Stay tuned, guys, for Friday. It's going to release Entity Explorers. You're going to see Chandler in action with Bubba After Dark. And Jake, what time does that air? I think 9 or 7. Halloween night.
It's going to be exciting. There's some crazy stuff that went down.
And And that was that night was just phenomenal. I just can't
Hmm.
wait to see everybody to see it. And that
Yeah.
part of the investigation just blow your mind. So watch it, guys. Go over to YouTube, Chandler's Haunts, Paravisions Paranormal Society, Entity Explorers. Please subscribe. And again, we will not have a show next week or the week after because we'll be in warm beach weather, Aruba.
Lucky.
Leaving Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, guys, Eastern Standard Time for Entity Explorers on Halloween. Southern Ohio says we be having our event at Broadwell, so we will catch the next day. Sweet. Because they got an event they're doing Friday. So, yeah, definitely watch it, guys. We appreciate it. Chandler, again, thank you so much for coming on and talking, having a good time with you. We'll definitely get together and do some investigating.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, get the Entity Explorers crew, and we'll go out and we'll do some cool stuff.
Oh,
See
yeah.
if he wants to tag along. We'll go somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again, Chandler, for coming on. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep. See you later.
See ya. Guys, thanks again for coming on. You guys have a great week. The next 2 weeks have phenomenal weeks. I look forward to coming back and talking to you. Guys, if you're interested or if you know somebody that would love to be a guest on All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels, please shoot me a message. I'd love to talk. I'm a talker. Love to interview you. Love to hear your stories. Love to put you out there. Maybe connect you to certain people that chime in. It's all about collaborations. Guys, always keep looking into the unknown. Have a fantastic week.